In Health and Wealth, Dr. Panagis Galiatsatos, the national spokesperson for the American Lung Association, is here with tips on getting through the seasonal spike of the flu, colds, COVID, and pneumonia. What does research show?
Older adults are more likely to end up in the hospital if they get the flu or COVID-19, and not just end up in the hospital, end up fighting for their lives, being admitted to the intensive care unit with respiratory failure. The other piece of data is me as a clinician. I see this countless times, patients fighting for their lives due to flu or COVID-19, respiratory failure, pneumonias, and then being put in the intensive care unit, hoping they'll make it out alive.
What vaccines do you recommend for adults who are 50 and older, and where can you get access to them?
So there are two vaccines that every year we will update to keep up with the mutations that these viruses throw at us, flu and COVID-19. And right now is the right timing to get it. Where do I find them? Three pieces of information to consider. Your local doctor, your primary care clinician, he or she can direct you. Your local health department, call them. They are always working to put on vaccine drives at your churches and schools, so they may tell you where you can find one right now. Or go to the American Lung Association's website, lung.org, and we can help navigate where you may find local resources with the vaccines. And then there's two others that I'll mention quickly. RSV, for those 50 to 74, talk to your doctor if it makes sense for you. Right? We need some certain underlying health conditions. But if you're 75 and older, yes, you are the right age group to get the RSV regardless of health conditions. And then finally, the pneumococcal vaccine. This prevents a bacterial infection from causing severe pneumonia. This bacteria known as Strep pneumoniae, it was a common cause of infections of the lungs. Now with this vaccine, we've seen it drop significantly. These four are what I recommend, two of them every year, and the other two at a certain timeline, depending on how often you may need it, depending on your health conditions.
Are these vaccines typically covered by insurance?
Yes, no, the understanding with insurance companies is if these vaccines are put on national guidelines, then the insurance companies will cover them. Now, with that in mind, I always tell patients, trust but verify. Call your insurance companies, take a few minutes and just say, listen, my doctor recommended RSV and pneumococcal. And if the doctor's recommending it, oftentimes we've checked the guidelines and know the patient well, and the insurance companies usually give you the green light. But that's what I always advocate. So for more resources, consider going to the American Lung Association's website, lung.org. That way you can best understand, does this make sense for me? Does this make sense for the timing? And where can I consider finding them? Lung.org has a lot of great resources to help advocate for your health.